Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the New York Liberty. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
Sometimes you see players get a little bit hesitant to take that outside shot, but not Stewart. She works hard to maintain her range.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
The rapid-fire three is coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Ionescu has it. She's covered by Mitchell. Shoots from 12. Ionescu misses. Lexi Hull on the wing. Hamilton covering. Kicks it out to Clark. Offensive rebound. Back to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far. Vandersloot left side. Goes up on the baseline. Basket good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Pass to Boston. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Caitlin Clark with the three. And the Fever hit again from deep.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's covered by Clark. Now here is Stewart. Ionescu outside. Just 5 on the clock. Spins. Here's Leanie Hamilton. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
What handles? She broke the defense down to the ground with that move.
Pass to Hull. Back to Clark. Hull launches a three. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss. Ionescu has it. Now guarded by Smith. They grab their own miss. And the foul called on Caitlin Clark. That is her first foul of the game. Here's Stewart. Inside. Solidly good. It's a tie ball game.
Great job to find the open teammate. Stewie has very solid vision.
A three from Kelsey Mitchell. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Very well done. Confident and composed as always.
Here's Vandersloot. Now about 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ionescu outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Indiana with the ball. Pass to Clark. Boston. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. It's rebounded by Vandersloot.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Clark. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
She's hit the ground running here in the first quarter and just has put together a nice quarter offensively.
Pass to Stewart. Sabali. She's guarded by Boston. Back to Stewart. Over Smith. New York, no good that time either.
Didn't come away with points, but they'd be happy if every possession ended with that shot.
2 points. That one goes in.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
And so it's New York with it. They trail by 7. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Stewart. Shot to stop the run. It's good for her second make. 2 for 3 so far.
She is not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when she's got that much room, at least.
And here's Indiana. Here's Clark. Basket counts.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. The coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
Now Vandersloot. Outside, Lily Hamilton. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
Well, if there's somebody open on the court with the same jersey on, Vandersloot will find her incredible court vision.
Boston sets a screen. To the inside. Goes back up. And it's good on the land.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes a traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
Now here's Vandersloot. Stewart. Caitlin Clark pulls it in.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
13 feet out, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Ionescu. From deep. Hole with the rebound.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Smith, no good. The Liberty trail. And here is Vandersloot. Outside Stewart. From the arc. That shot, no good.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Screen by Smith. Caitlin Clark penetrating. Lexi Hull on the wing. Clark. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Stewart grabs the miss. Now here's Ionescu. Not a lot of room. Stewart. Sabali the screen. Takes the three. No luck on that one.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Vandersloot with it. Shot to end the cold run. And Sabrina Ionescu with the triple.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
The Fever with the lead. Clark outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
There is not much more you can ask of a player to start the game. She is 6 for 7 early.
Vandersloot outside. Outside Sabali. Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, non-existent. They haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And this is her first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses.
You got to admire how Sabrina Ionescu can do it all. She can score, distribute, grab rebounds. Whatever you need, she can do it. And that kind of versatility is just invaluable.
Indiana foul. Erica Wheeler. First personal foul.
This is her second trip to the free throw line, and this one.
Sabrina Ionescu. Two shots.
she knocks down the first one. And that's good as she hits both shots. Now here's Berger. Covered by Ionescu. Wallace misses. Here's Ionescu. Here's Bebish. And that's not going to go. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Fever ahead. They're up by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
And here's Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Wheeler. Down low. Here's Boston. Wallace. Here's Wheeler. No good from outside. Here's Dodikish. Guarded by Wheeler. Pass to Burke. Here's Dodikish. Stewart. 6 to shoot. Here's Bebish. Shoots over Dantas. Bebish with the bucket.
You see the vision from Stewart there. That's something that every coach in the league would appreciate.
Boston. Up and in on the layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
No luck needed. It is working for sure. 5 of their last 6 field goals, and they've come from inside the paint.
Pass to Berg. Now Dodikish. Guarded by Wheeler. Here's Bebish. Stewart with the ball. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. The tray. Miss number 6 for her. She's made 2 of her 8 attempts.
Well, after hitting those 2 3 balls in the first quarter, it looks like she's cooled down a bit here in the second.
And foul called as she misses. Brianna Stewart picks one up.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second miss. Here's Burke. And she banks in the layup.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
So it's Indiana now. Now Wallace. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Second team foul. At the line for the away team, Aaliyah Boston. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. one is no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
It sure seems like it. They've spent a lot of time at the stripe this quarter.
It's Katie Lou on the wing. Drills it from outside.
Honestly, that might be the last player on the floor you want in rhythm. Can't let Samuelson get comfortable. She'll burn you.
New York calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. The Liberty trail. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Sabali. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Pass to Boston. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Now here's Vandersloot. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Stewart. She's guarded by Dantas. A rebound by Dantas. Boston with it. Sabali's there. Boston, shot is good.
That is exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. She went for that pump fake. Hook, line, and single.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Stewart. Shoots over Dantas. Rebounded by the Fever.
Another miss. She's having an ugly game offensively.
And here's Boston. Guarded by Sabali.
She's doing a much better job getting to the line here in the second quarter. She didn't have a single attempt up there in the first.
At the line for the away team, Maria Boston. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Liberty making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. And here is Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. Pass to Sabali. Ionescu. Count that one.
Never scared to score near the hoop. Ionescu has a really impressive touch inside.
The Fever with the lead. To the middle. Boston right side. Shoots over Sabali. And it's Boston missing. And the Liberty with possession here. Lets it go for 14. Count the basket. Indiana with the ball. To the paint. Sabali with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Here's Leanie Hamilton. And Samuelson pulls it down.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. Because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Here's Mitchell. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
Pass to Ionescu. Puts up a three. Good for another basket. Number 4 today. She is 4 for 8.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Samuelson with the ball. Boston inside. Guarded by Sabali. And it's Boston missing. Right side, Laney Hamilton. Mitchell grabs the board. Indiana with the ball. Leading by 5. That one is good again. She is 6 for 8 from the floor with that basket.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
And the Liberty with possession here. Vandersloot with it. Ionescu up top. Let's go with a 3. That shot off. Boston outside. Mitchell outside for 3. Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%.
Now let's see, that triggers another little explosion from her after hitting 3 triples in the first quarter.
And it's New York's ball. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Ionescu. Now here's Sabali. Discarded by Boston. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
So close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin.
After having a tough time in the first, she's managed to turn it around here in the second quarter.
Pass to Clark. Back to Mitchell. The 3 ball. Rebound by Thornton. And so it's New York with it. Trailing here by 8. Outside, Laney Hamilton. Now here is Ionescu. Watches it. That one falls, and a nice feed from Laney Hamilton.
Her scoring this quarter has been off the charts, doing all she can to bring them back.
Mitchell outside. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is an absolute monster performance from her. She is just torching them from behind the arc.
Here's New York now. Ionescu outside. Vandersloot. Back to Ionescu. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's New York with a 3.
She had a great start from behind the arc, and she simply kicked it up a notch here in the second.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. And the fever hit again from deep.
Strong response from Mitchell, one of the sweetest shots in the game. Kelsey has a great release.
Vandersloot outside. Ionescu. Can she keep it going? And it's New York with another.
She wasn't really having a good first quarter, but the second quarter she turned it on and just finding ways to be efficient. That's what I like about her.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. A rebound by Thornton. From deep. That one misses. Would have counted had it gone. That'll do it for the first half. Fever ahead. They're up by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. we have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. You look at Mitchell in this game, she's been everywhere.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
Here's Clark. Pass to Boston.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Aaliyah Boston. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for her. So she picks up just one from the line that time. New York trailing here. Pass to Vandersloot. Double team on Courtney Vandersloot. Lady Hamilton up top. Drops in the tray.
Gotta appreciate how Ionescu reads the defense. Terrific job of finding the open teammate there.
Now Clark. Here's Mitchell. Shoots the 3. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time she's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Looks like she took that last 3 a little personal.
Hey, do you blame her? That was some payback right there.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got 23. On her 15th shot attempt, she makes her 9th basket. Shooting a very healthy 60% tonight. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Boston. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there. To the inside. And the foul called on Smith. That's her first foul.
First personal foul.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Ionescu up top. Pass to Sabali. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Clark. To the wing, right side. Fires from deep. Indiana again missing.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Now here's Ionescu. 25 points in the game. Now here's Mitchell. Clark from downtown. A rebound by Brianna Stewart.
They start the second half 1 for 4.
Here's Ionescu. Drops in the layup for 2.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks and hit 3 of 4 of them.
The Fever with the lead. Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
And the Liberty call time here. ball. 6-point game. Vandersloot outside. Here's Ionescu. The Fever pull it in.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that lucky.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's covered by Clark. Vandersloot outside. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart. It's hauled in by Smith.
Misfires again, and the ball simply refuses to cooperate with her.
And they pick up 2.
A great game for her offensively. She's been a factor.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter play now. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Stewart. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Mitchell, shots good.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Now here is Ionescu. She's got 27. Over Mitchell. New York, no good that time either. And here's Cole. Clark, Vandersloot defending. Back to Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. Sabali. Back to Ionescu. Here's Vandersloot. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's on Aaliyah Boston.
Got to be careful when sending Vandersloot to the free throw line because more often than not, she'll make you pay.
This is her first opportunity at the line this evening. The first one falls.
And Vandersloot's team-first mentality does a lot for her team's culture. No wonder players love sharing the hardwood with her.
And so she makes both from the line. Outside. And stolen by Courtney Vandersloot. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. And stolen by Mitchell. And it's the Fever on the break. Here's Smith. The shot is good on the assist from Katie Lou Samuelson.
Look at Smith go, getting rewarded for running the floor.
Ionescu has it. For 3. It's hauled in by Nalissa Smith.
Yeah, so much for repeating the three-point barrage she put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second half.
A 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Nailed from three-point land.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Here's New York now. Vandersloot outside. Outside Stewart. The 3. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
Shots good by Clark.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Vandersloot. Sabali the screen. Pass to Ionescu. Looking to end the run. New York, no good that time either.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track. The defense has been unable to slow her down. What a game.
A challenging stretch for New York here. Here's Vandersloot. The three. It's hauled in by Smith.
Right now, she needs to find another way to contribute besides shooting the basketball because she can't get anything to bounce her way this quarter.
Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string together some successful offensive possessions and play tough D.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Ionescu. 6 on the shot clock. And too long on the shot. Mark outside. Mitchell. It's good from long range.
They just continue to splash those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. You can't keep giving up that many points behind the arc.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Stewart. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Clark with it. Vandersloot defending. Shot by Clark, no good. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Here's Ionescu. Vandersloot. Back to Ionescu. Jacks up a three. No good on that shot. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Fever on top, opening a huge gap. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Here's Dodikish. Pass to Stewart. Here's Dodikish. Outside Stewart. To the middle. Clock at 6. And good that time.
She might be undersized as a 6'1 forward, but Thornton makes up for it with touch. Finds ways to score down low.
Now Mitchell. Now Hull. Back to Mitchell. Takes the three. Doesn't go that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Mitchell. Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about 1 minute into it. Here's the three. The rebound by the Liberty. Here's Dodikish. Mitchell grabs the board.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
Here's Dodikish. She's covered by Mitchell. And the basket by Dodikish.
What a plus it is to get those looks in the paint.
Now here's Mitchell. Dantas with it. There's the triple. Rebounded by Phoebish. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Down low. Burt. Chalk up two right there.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. And the Fever making a change here. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hole. Back to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
Wow. I mean, what can you say?
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Here's Burke. Screen by Stewart. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Mitchell. From past the arc. Stewart grabs the miss. Here's Febish. She's guarded by Samuelson. Pass to Vandersloot. She tries for 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Really known as a passer, Vandersloot can hit from long range too. And the D respecting her shot, it opens up the rest of the court.
Here's Mitchell. Doesn't go for her. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart. Here's Febish. She's guarded by Samuelson. Now Vandersloot. Unloads from 13 feet. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Reads the defense so well. If you make a mistake in the pick and roll, Vandersloot will exploit it.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Hole. Mitchell fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
And they are just killing them with the 3-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Here's Burke. Here's Febish. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Yeah, I knew Vandersloot wouldn't let that 3 go. She's too competitive not to fire back.
And here is Mitchell. Samuelson outside. Back to Mitchell. This one for 3. A rebound by Burke. And the Liberty with possession here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
The Fever leading. Pass to Samuelson. There's the 3. And she's good on the 3 ball.
One of the purest strokes in the game. Samuelson, a feared player from beyond the arc.
And it's New York's ball. And here's Burke. Back to Vandersloot. Now here is Stewart. The shot, no good. Now here's Hole. Here's Samuelson. No good with the triple. Here's Febish. Here's Stewart. Great pass to set up the land.
What an alert play. Just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. Both teams deciding to change it up. Clark with it. Smith. Second chance shot. Rebound, New York. Now Vandersloot. Here's Ionescu. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half.
Clark outside. Ooh, no luck on that one. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. Vandersloot outside. Sabali. Sabali the screen. Here's Leanie Hamilton. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Clark. Vandersloot defending. Clark, that one's good.
Well, you pay so much attention to Smith. You can see why that's a huge plus for this team. It can open up things for others.
And here's Ionescu. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Shot by Clark, no good. The Liberty trail. Now here's Vandersloot. Outside, Leanie Hamilton. It's hauled in by Boston. Here's Clark. The three is up. Drills the three-pointer.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
Oh, I think the lights are out. Give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today.
Just so businesslike, so calm, such a dominant performance.
Ionescu, that's good. Clark with it. Shoots over Vandersloot. And good as it snugs right down through the net.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Caitlin Clark penetrating. Good, and the assist goes to Nalissa Smith.
Passing isn't something this team asks of Nalissa Smith, but that doesn't mean she's selfish with the ball. She can move it around a little bit. Nice feed.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one.
Thanks again, Coach, for covering.
2.